Today I want to show you how to use an amazing new feature of PowerPoint, and in fact scratch that because it's not very new anymore. It's been around in PowerPoint for Office 365 users for nearly about 18 months, maybe even a little bit longer now, and you can create some amazing looking PowerPoint presentations with this. Now the feature that I'm talking about is actually a very simple transition that you can use between slides, and it's called Morph. Now I want to show you exactly how to use this. I'm going to start you off with something really simple and then we'll get a little bit more advanced, but you're definitely going to find this very, very interesting, and if you use it in the right way, if you use it wisely, it can really, really help take your presentations to the next level. So let's take a look. What I'm going to do is go to the insert menu. I'm going to start us off very simple, and feel free to follow along and do what I'm doing. Just pause this video and go back and forth between PowerPoint and LinkedIn or YouTube, wherever you're watching this video right now. So I'm going to drop in a couple of shapes. Let's just add a simple circle first of all, and then I will drop in another shape. Maybe we'll do a circle and a square, like so. Now ignore my wiggly lines on my shapes, that's just a recent style that I was using, and there we go. Very, very simple, two objects on a slide. What I'm going to do now though is I'm going to right click and duplicate this slide so that I've got exactly the same objects in exactly the same position on slide 2. But I want to move things around. So I want to make my circle smaller, maybe drop it down here on the bottom left, and make the square much bigger and put that in the center. Then what I'll do is I'll right click on slide 2 and I'll duplicate that slide, and then I'll do the opposite. So maybe now I'll make the square really small, put that in the bottom right, make the circle nice and big again, and put that in the center. And then the final thing that I could do is right click on slide 1 to duplicate that slide again and drop this at the very end. So what we're looking to do is show both shapes, then focus in on the square, then focus in on the circle, and then return to a slide where both shapes have equal amount of space on the screen. Now there's one thing missing that I haven't done yet. I'm going to select all of these slides, just holding the shift key down, go to transitions, and this is the beautiful morph feature that I want to mention to you guys. So you click on morph and you'll see those objects move. And now if we go into present mode, here's slide 1. If I click the right arrow, here's slide 2, slide 3, and then slide 4. So you can see what I mean. If I just go backwards now through the slides, you'll see what I mentioned earlier about this looking and feeling almost like an animated video. And the beautiful thing about this is that it enables you to keep your audience feeling like they're in one space. So it doesn't feel like you're moving through 4 slides because you're still looking at the same objects, if that makes sense. Pretty cool, right? So I know you might be thinking, well, yeah, but that was a pretty basic example. So let's take it one step further. Let's have a look at what you could achieve using the morph transition with something like a logo and some really nice branding. Let's have a look. Okay, so on this new PowerPoint deck, what I've got is just a very, very basic logo that I've grabbed from a library somewhere. And what I'm going to do is use the logo itself to create the background color for the content that's going to come in on the next slide. Now I just want to zoom out a little bit from this slide here because I want to point something out. So on either side of slide 1, I've actually just added a text box here on the right and a title box over here on the left. Now I'm putting these off to the side at the moment because what I'm now going to do is right click on slide 1 and duplicate, so everything is still there, but now, just like in the first example, I'm going to move the position of everything. So let's move the company name, and maybe we'll put that up in the top right. The most important thing we want to do is make the logo nice and big, and maybe do something like that. Then I'm going to move the title to be on top of that logo, and this text box is going to come in here as well, like so. And then again, of course, we need to make sure that we've got the morph transition switched on. You can see it working there, but let's just quickly go to present mode. And here it is. So this is slide 1, and on the very first click, and I just want to add, this is normally the stage where people in your audience think, oh no, here we go again, another boring old PowerPoint. And this is a really nice way of grabbing their attention. So with the very first click, you get this really, really nice animated video type look and feel. You still feel connected to one position. It doesn't feel like you're moving from slide 1 to slide 2. I think that's the most beneficial part of the Morph feature that people don't think about too much. So really, really nice. And if I go back again, you see that happening. So I'm really hoping that that has got you excited again about using PowerPoint. The good old PowerPoint dog has some life left in its legs still. As always, if you've enjoyed this video, if you found it useful, please comment below. Please like it, give it an applause, whatever LinkedIn has come up with these days, a heart, a happy face, whatever it may be. Share it and comment below. And if you want any more detail on this, please get in touch with me directly on russell@thepresenter.com, and I'll see you guys on the next video.